Hello and welcome to the Viterra International Trade Center in Regina. Another weekend of Sask Cup action happening here as teams gather from around the province. And we welcome you to this live stream emanating from the International Trade Center in Regina. And we have the 14U Women's Division 4 Gold Medal Finals here. Two teams that have battled hard all weekend long to get here. You have the Regina Spike Squad. Call them a little bit of a Cinderella story this weekend. Seated 14th in Division 4, first in Pool M with a 3-1 record. They defeated a very, very capable Sundog Select team out of Swift Current in the quarterfinals to get here. They beat them in 3 and defeating Regina QCVC Black in the semifinal to be a part of things. The Regina Spike Squad led by Leah Levy. Far court in the white sweaters with the multicolored trim. They're going to be taking on Chaos, the 14U Women's Blitz Chaos out of Yorkton. 14U Women seated in number 4 in Division 4. First in Pool J with a 3-0 record, defeating the Lloydminster Rustlers White in 3 sets and then defeating BVC Chaos in the semifinal to be here. So here we go, the Blitz Chaos out of Yorkton ready to serve, and getting set to induce play momentarily just below us is Sophia Kimmerly. Teams are in position. Referees making sure everyone is where they need to be. Chaos, led by Quinton Luce, their head coach. Leah Levy leading the Regina Spike Squad into this final here. Yorkton versus Regina. Kimmerly set to induce play here. First serve, hammers that over the net. Diving dig there, set up nicely. And a good heads-up play at the net there by Levy. Araya Levy at the net there. Put on a tee from her setter, and she's able to get her team on the board first here. As the Regina Spike Squad taking a 1-0 lead here. They get that crucial first point. Set to serve now is Olivia Lucci. Lucci, spin serve, played by Kimmerly. And free ball. Spike Squad setting up 22. Good swing there, inbounds. Nora Obelman putting her team up a deuce here, and it's a quick 2-0 lead here in this 14U Division 4 women's final. Serving again will be Olivia Lucci. Good start for Regina as these teams punctuate what's been a busy weekend of volleyball, and this is where conditioning comes into play, and at the net there, big presence, Nora Obelman winning the battle there, some net play, and Regina's going to go up a field goal early here, 3-0, they lead it here at the Viterra International Trade Center. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the action on the Sask Volleyball YouTube channel. This webcast produced by Flying Fox Media based out of Swift Current. 4-0 lead now for the Regina Spike Squad. They're out to a quick start here. Olivia Lucci just dealing there. And Yorkton looking for an answer here, and you have to wonder if Quinton Luce is going to use a timeout early here. Kimmerly plays that. Holinati, free ball, sends that over the net, pushes it to the back of the court. Regina chases after that. Levy and Obelman passes that over the net. They're going to set up Holinsky. No, they're not. Passed over there and sent over the net by Yorkton. Danica Patnode there, and that ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be 5-0 as Yorkton unable to corral that stray ball, pinballing through their court. And in this first set race to 25, Regina perhaps with a little bit of home cooking here. They didn't have to travel too far to be here, the Spike Squad didn't. Over the net and free-balled over. Regina waits for that. And Levy sends that into the net, just unable to clear it there. A little bit of a miscommunication, I think, between the setter and Levy. And Yorkton's going to get on the board here as the Blitz Chaos get their first point. And now set to serve is going to be Charlie Moccasin just below us. You'll see the ball come into play just from the bottom of your screen momentarily. There, good hard serve by Moccasin. And whammo, that'll put some momentum on your side. The Blitz Chaos looking for a bit of a spark here, and Moccasin delivering. High degree of difficulty serve. Regina makes an adjustment here. Moccasin will induce play momentarily here. Another good hard serve, push to the back of the court, and yeah, a little too much gusto and not enough verve on that one. Sails through the court. Good take from Regina. Now Levy will serve. Araya Levy, we've seen her be a presence at the net. She goes through her pre-serve routine. Knuckler serve there. Net play. And gathered by Patno. They're going to set up Patno. No, they're not. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Moccasin wanting to send that set to the outside. Nobody home. Chaos had to beat some good teams to get here, seeded 4th in Division 4, defeating the Lloydminster Rustlers and the BVC Chaos in the semifinal. You have to think that once they settle things down here in this final, where there's always a little bit of added nerves, that they'll make this a competitive one. Side out there, and it'll be 3 serving 7 for the Blitz Chaos. Peyton Holinati from the bottom of your screen just sends that over the net. Good serve, Holinati, the ace. And the deficit now 3 for the Blitz Chaos here in this 14U Division 4 final. Holinati, after that ace moments ago, goes to a different spot this time. That's played over the net. Free ball for the Chaos here. Holinati passes that. There's going to be some net play here. And unable to find a handle on that is the Regina squad, and it's going to be Point Yorkton. 7-5. They trailed by 5, but now the deficit just 2 as the Blitz figures things out. A lot less scrambling, and you can just see the grasp of the fundamentals sneaking back in, but that's served into the net by Holinati. And Regina's going to take a 3-point lead here as Bowering heads back to serve. Charlotte Bowering, 13 white, with her team up by 3 here in this first set. Bowering, high toss, spin serve, Kimberly, Moccasin, and trying to get that over the net, but yeah, just running out of time and space was that player for the Blitz, and it's a 9-5 lead now for the hometown Regina squad here. Knuckleball serve over the net, Moccasin. And pushed over the net by the Blitz. They set up the big swing there, and a good take. Did that go off anyone? No, it didn't. That's going to be side out, and point for the Blitz. 6 serving 9 momentarily here. Danica Patnode. You'll see her emanate from the bottom of your screen momentarily here. Good hard serve by Patnode to a waiting Levy. Push to the back of the court. Holinati is there. Moccasin. And pushed over the net on third contact by Billicrelli. Holinati, Moccasin pushes that to the back of the court. Levy was waiting there. Tipped over the net. Nice athletic play by Moccasin to keep that in play. And bumped over the net by Kimberly. Trying to chase that down, and yeah, they couldn't get a handle on it. Regina couldn't, and that's going to be a point for the Blitz Chaos. Now down by 2. Patnode heads back to serve. 7 serving 9er in this opening set. Glad you could join us wherever you may be tuning in from. Like to say hello to everyone in the beautiful Saskatchewan Parkland area. No reply on that serve from Patnode, and now the deficit just 1 here. Glad you could join us from Regina on an Easter Saturday afternoon. Hope everyone has a pleasant Easter Sunday tomorrow after some rest and relaxation on Good Friday. As Patnode oomphs that one through. Good take from Regina. Obelman will serve now. Nora Obelman with her team up 2 in this first set. Good back and forth action just over the tape. And a little bit of net play here. And pushed over by Levy. Holinati is there. Moccasin the setter. And passed over the net by Billicrelli. Now Regina, the spike squad. Diving play in the back row by Patnode. Nice dig. Free ball sent over. And hit over the net, and good swing right in the middle there. Lydia Klein where she needed to be, finding some vacant court, putting her team up 3, 11 serving 8. Over the net, Patnode, net play, and chasing that down is Regina. Kimberly sends that over. Levy is there. Setting up the big swing, and nope, just running out of time and space and off the side of the hand, and that'll be a point for the Blitz Chaos. Chaos gave up the first 5 in this one. The deficit now 2. Billicrelli right below us, or Billicrelli, pardon me. Played by Regina, and passed over the net. Kimberly, Moccasin, setter dump. Oh, big fan of the setter dump. Love to see it. And after trailing by 5, the deficit now just 1 for the plucky squad from Yorkton here. Bit of a rough go in the early going here as Billikrelli, the lefty. Oh, gobbled up by the net monster. Point for the squad. 12-10. Lydia Klein to serve. Klein, underhand, Billikrelli, Moccasin, and pushed over the net by Kimberly. Now Regina setting up three. Big swing. Oh, right in the middle there. Araya Levy. Forcing that one into the opposition court and putting her team up by 3 here. Westerland, Billikrelli, and chasing that down, and nope. Blitz can't reply within the required 3 hits. 4-point lead now for the Regina Spike squad. Lots of friends and family packed into this Viterra International Trade Center on the real grounds here in Regina. Billikrelli, Moccasin, Holinetti! Oh, is that in bounds? No. Out, says the flag person. 15-10 the score now. Working the lines. That was close. That was a tough call. He had a better look at it than I did. And line judge says out. Moccasin. And Kimberly dumps that over on third contact. Big swing. Holinetti is there. Free ball. Levy. Good heads-up play. Love what I'm seeing from Araya Levy in this game. Front and center. Big presence. Good heads-up play. Not afraid to go with the big swing, but showing some finesse in that situation. Some good situational awareness from 16 White. She's been a big part of this 6-point lead that the Regina squad is enjoying here. Lydia Klein, she's going to keep on rolling with that underhand deal. Billikrelli, Moccasin at the net. And Levy once again. Tips that over. Diving Billikrelli there. Kimberly drills that to the back of the court. And a good heads-up play there from Sophia Kimberly. 16-11 the score. Representing some, or recognizing some vacant court in the corners there. It's Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the play-by-play action here as Chesney Westerland will serve now for the Blitz Chaos. Levy over the net. Westerland is there. Moccasin, setter dump. And oh, they read that well. Regina able to cover. Westerland, Moccasin, Kimberly. Pushed over, Regina waiting. And Levy set up again. And oh man, some great chemistry here. Araya Levy. Working well with her setter, Karolina Wojnarowski, who's going to serve now. And 17-11 is the score. Regina's led pretty much the whole thing here, and a service ace. Karolina Wojnarowski. (18-11) the score. First set raced 25. Yorkton's been able to narrow that deficit to 1 at times, but 18-12 the score now. As Sophia Kimberly will serve. Good hard serve. Played by Regina. Levy at the net. Oh, they were ready for her this time. Holinetti and Moccasin throwing up the block on Levy. Now Holinetti hits that over the net. Back row. Wojnarowski setting up Levy. Tipped over. Moccasin replies. And passed over the net. Billikrelli trying to chase that down. Kiemel in foul territory there. And Westerland forearm passes it over on third contact. Wojnarowski, Levy. And those two connect, but good defensive play there by Yorkton. Doug, Levy, and Wojnarowski sends that over. Wojnarowski, pardon me. And Billikrelli pushes that over. Let's have a rally here, girls. Oh, and a good swing put on the ball there from the Blitz Chaos. I believe that was Olivia Lucci who put her team up 19-12. Yorkton unable to reply. 7-point lead for the hometown squad. The aforementioned Olivia Lucci to serve. Westerland and Billicrelli both go after that. Kiemel passes that, and got to be good to be lucky, and they find some vacant court to make the score 19-13. Regina in the far court waiting for someone else to grab this as Moccasin will serve now. Charlie Moccasin, nice hard serve. Oh, this Moccasin can play. 14 serving 19, narrowing the deficit to 5 here. Moccasin's been solid in that setter role. Oh, she can deal some heat as well. No reply from Regina. Moccasin back-to-back aces. Twelve blacks here to play. Well, deals a couple of aces into the net. 20-15. Levy to serve. Raya Levy. And Levy, nice serve. Kiemel, Moccasin, and Patnode pushes it to the back of the court. Klein chases that down, and Levy sends it over. Holinati, and free ball, Westerland sends that over. Regina waiting to set something up here. Oh, big fan of the setter dump there. Good heads-up play at the net by Carolina Wojnarski. And now Raya Levy to serve. 21-15. Just off the side of the hand. Tough to see that happen. Regina still with a comfortable lead right now, but we'll see if the Blitz Chaos can't take a bite into that. Holinati to serve now. Peyton Holinati. Ball comes into play. Good hard serve from Holinati. Wojnarski. And passed over the net by Bowering, and no reply from the Blitz Chaos. 22-16. Bowering to serve. Charlotte Bowering. Called her name a few times here in this opening set. She's been effective in this 22-16 lead now for Blitz Chaos. And we're going to have a timeout here as Quinton Luce, head coach of the Blitz Chaos out of Yorkton, is going to rally the troops here and maybe try and pump the brakes and freeze Bowering a little bit here late in this first set, 22-16. It's not mission impossible for the Blitz Chaos. Statistically, things at this point certainly favoring the Regina Spike squad. The Cinderella story of the Div 4 group here, seated 14th in Division 4 coming into this, yet here they are playing for Division 4 gold here at their hometown International Trade Center. Good competitive game between these two teams. Regina got out to that 5-0 lead. There's been some momentum shifts, though, as the Blitz Chaos out of Yorkton not going quietly in this first set. And with the score 22-16, we'll see if Charlotte Bowering and the Blitz, or the Regina Spike squad, we'll see if they can put a button on this first set in this championship final. Sent over the net by Bowering. Moccasin, setter dump. Big swing there and a good heads-up play at the net. Some solid situational awareness from Nora Obelman. Recognizing some vacant court at the back corner there. 23-16. Bowering. Nice serve. Kiemel. Moccasin. Oh, yeah, you got to be good to be lucky. And, yeah, just pushes that through the tape. 23-17. Blitz Chaos not done yet as Danica Patnode will serve now. Patnode into the net and set point now. Obelman heads back to serve. Nora Obelman. Her team but a point away from gathering a first set W here. Obelman, Holinati off the forearm, and that's going to do it. First set W for the Regina Spike Squad. As they take a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 14U Women's Division 4 final. Set number 2 straight ahead. And welcome back to the Viterra International Trade Center in Regina. 1-0 lead for the Regina Spike Squad, taking on the Blitz Chaos out of Yorkton. Amaya Selly set to serve here for the hometown Spike Squad. Should see the ball come into play momentarily as the referee takes his position, places everyone, and looks like everyone's lined up where they should be for set number 2 here, Regina. Don't want to say it was a convincing first set win, but they got out to that quick 5-point lead and never looked back as Saley, first serve, dug into the net. No reply coming from Yorkton, and it's a quick 1-0 lead here for the Regina Spike Squad. Yorkton mixing up their personnel a little bit. A few new faces in the far court. Regina Spike Squad in the forefront of your screen in the white jerseys with the multicolored trim, taking on the Blitz Chaos out of Yorkton. Black and red, and once again, serve goes over the net, and no reply coming from the Blitz Chaos. Quick 2-point lead here. Amaya Saley. Couple of good serves over the net, and that's paid the bills thus far. Saley seeing her first action of this 14U finals, and that's off the chest, just playable, and Yorkton manages to get that over in 3 hits as Klein forearm passes that over the net. See if Yorkton can settle things down here, and that lands on their side of the net is, just kind of running out of time and space to operate was the Blitz Chaos. And quick 3-point lead here. History repeating a little bit from that first set where Regina put the first 5 up on the board. They have the first 3 here. Saley deals again, and no reply again coming from Yorkton. It's a 4-point lead and a 4-0 lead here. All smiles on the Blitz Chaos side of the net here. Or on the Spike Squad side of the net, pardon me. Saley Good hard serve and out of bounds. Good take from the Blitz Chaos to get on the board and bust up the momentum that's been established early from this Regina Spike squad. Serving now for Yorkton, Michaela Yaholnitsky. Yaholnitsky, all types of English on that ball. Played by Lucci and sent over the net by Klein. Diving play in the back row. Oh, man, that was a rough landing as Kirsten Pelly going all in for her team. And Regina will end up getting the point as Lucci will serve here. Olivia Lucci, strong presence in the first set. Played by Armstrong. Blocked at the net by Klein and sent over the net. Lucci plays it. And finding some vacant court is Sandomierski. Forearm passed over the net where there was no personnel covering for the Blitz Chaos. 6-1 the score for Regina here as Lucci will serve. Nice pass to the setter. And a big swing there. And did anyone on the Regina side touch that? No, they didn't, off of no one. Oh, it's a tough break there for the Blitz Chaos as they managed to set up a big swing there, and it looks like it might have been off some Regina personnel, but in any event, the score is 7-1 here, and they'll try and bust up momentum. However, Lucci deals an ace. And in this second set here, the kids from the Queen City are grinning, and that's going to induce a timeout here from Quentin Luce, the head coach of the Blitz Chaos, as he tries to settle down these girls. A lot of first set personnel out there for the Spike squad. And the Blitz Chaos putting things in a blender and going with a pretty much all new six-some on their side of the net there. As coach tries to settle things down, Quentin Luce and Marla Billacrelli, the coaching staff of the Blitz Chaos. Regina Spike squad led by head coach Leah Levy. Spike squad seated 14th in Division 4, and yet here they are with a gold medal in Div 4 in their sights. 8-1 they lead this after a first set win. Olivia Lucci's been dealing. That ball will enter the bottom of your screen here with all sorts of velocity. Diving dig there. Yorkton having to run around a little bit. They reply in three. Levy, Obelman. And sent over the net by Sandomierski. Sandomierski at the net. Net play. Pushed back. Levy. Good hustle to try and chase that down by Saley, but nothing doing there. And Blitz Chaos get a point. And now Alexis Armstrong will serve far court. Sandomierski. Oh, Sandomierski's been spot on this game, but just misjudging where that ball was heading. 8-3 the score now. We saw this in the first set. We saw Regina take a big lead, and then the Blitz Chaos bite into it little by little. They were never able to catch up or take any sort of sustained lead as Lucci plays that off the serve. Saley and Sundin sends that over the net. Lily Sundin checking into this second set, and she'll pass that over on the third hit for the Regina Spike squad. Armstrong gets that to Gemma Gassenzer, the setter, as Sandomierski punches that over the net. Diving dig and a free ball. Sandomierski, Saley, Sundin, and Sundin delivers for her squad. Lily Sundin, lucky 7. And it's 9-3 for the Regina Spike squad. Lydia Klein. We saw her in the first set. Klein. Underhand action just over the net. Setter dump, diving play by Saley. Sandomierski at the net, battling for it. Yorkton keeps it alive. Lucci waiting for Regina. Saley, Levy. Nice tip there from Levy, but Yorkton wise to that. Levy with a nice block at the net. Oh, Yorkton, nope, can't fish it out of the twine. And Regina hits double digits. It's 10-3. Araya Levy was a big presence in that first set win. Haven't called her name as much in the second set, but she won a battle at the net as the teams jousted back and forth. Forearm passed over the net by the Blitz Chaos. Diving play there by Klein. Saley and Levy working together to get that over the net eventually. Setting up the big swing for Yorkton off the block. Lucci is there. Levy goes for the setter dump this time. Pushed to the back of the court. And recovering is Kirsten Pelly. Chasing that down is Saley. And Sundin will push that over. Blitz Chaos waiting. Let's have a rally here. Let's go. Good rally between these teams. Sandomierski into the net. Sundin unable to make the play. And after a lengthy rally, Blitz Chaos winning that back and forth. 4 serving 10. Callie Minchuk will serve now. Minchuk going through her pre-serve routine. Oh, man. And something about that was tough to track down. Minchuk deals an ace. Blitz Chaos dance around her accordingly. Nice little ace celebration there. And now Callie Minchuk. Well, hope that history repeats with her team down by 5. Minchuk. One's going to get gobbled up by the net monster. 11-5 the lead now for Regina. Sundin will serve. Lily Sundin, 7 white. Good serve, Sundin. Diving play by Kirsten Pelly. Levy pushes that to the back of the court. And that ball landing on the Regina side. Nobody grabbing that one. Point Yorkton. Bit of a miscommunication from the Spike squad, which tends to happen regardless of the team, as Gemma Gassenzer will serve now. Her team down by 5, 6 serving 11. Gassenzer. Nice hard serve. Sundin plays that. Levy. And Saley pushes that over. Sent over the net. Diving play by Sundin. Levy tries to send that over. Sundin. Levy. Tips it over. Good diving play. Lucci. Saley. And Levy. Oh, yeah, you give her an opportunity to get a big swing, and she'll deliver. Araya Levy. 12-6 as they get her going. Amaya Saley doing a good job of setting her up as Isla Sandomierski will serve now. Her team up 6 points here. Set number 2. Regina leading 1-0 if you're just joining us. Nice play there by Yorkton. Pelly. And pushed over the net by Billicrelli. Lucci. Big swing. And Lucci delivers. Olivia Lucci. 13-6 as Isla Sandomierski will deal again. Sandomierski out. Didn't get all of that one. Such a grueling weekend to get here. You know, there's what happens on the court and, you know, just going from game to game, walking around this large venue. Conditioning often coming into play as the Blitz Chaos get a service ace as they dance around Jersey Billicrelli. Billicrelli trying to get history to repeat here. Left-handed server. Pushes that to the back of the court, and that is inbounds. Good spot there. Back-to-back aces from Billicrelli. And will that provide the Blitz Chaos with some of the momentum that they've been lacking here? Rallying around Billicrelli. She's smiling. She's feeling it. Stay focused here. And is that inbounds? Yes, it was. A trifecta of aces from Jersey Billicrelli. And timeout is going to be called here. Leah Levy, her first timeout in this final. As the Yorkton Blitz Chaos unable to take the lead as of yet. But after 3 aces in a row, they've put a little bit of a dent in this Regina Spike squad. And the Spike Squad, Coach Leah Levy, trying to bust up the momentum and maybe freeze Billicrelli a little bit. She's feeling it. Her team rallying around her, literally and figuratively, with that ace dance that they do. So as this timeout comes to a close, they'll hope that she stays hot. 10-13, Blitz Chaos looking at their body language for the first time in this final. There seems to be a little bit of confidence there that's been missing through the first set and part of the second. So we'll see if Leah Levy can get a coach's point here after that timeout to try and bust up the momentum of Billicrelli. Billicrelli, played by Levy. Saley, gobbled up by the net monster. And the deficit now is but 2 for the Blitz Chaos. And we'll see if Regina has an answer for Billicrelli. This time she goes to Klein, cross court. Lucci, nope. It was a you get it type situation there. Can the Blitz Chaos tie it up? 12-13. And Billicrelli, after helping her team get back into this one, just unable to make that one over the net. Now Levy will serve, Araya Levy. She's provided some much-needed momentum for her team at times. Let's see what she can do here. Sends that over the net. Billicrelli waiting for that. Punched over the net by Gemma Gassenzer. Good heads-up play by Gassenzer. The punch move to some vacant court, and now the deficit but 1 again as Kirsten Pelly will serve. Pelly, she's a gamer. We've seen her dive around the court in this 14U Div 4 final. Plays that to a waiting Levy. Klein. And Saley hits that over the net. Net play. Saley is there. Levy is there. Whistle is blown, and it looks like, yeah, Regina Spike Squad personnel was in the net, and the Blitz Chaos have tied the game. Is a lead out of the question now? Momentum seems to be on the side of the team in black as Pelly sends it over. Saley and Klein runs that down, pushes it to the back of the court. Pelly is waiting. Back set there, and forearm passed over the net. They take. That ball goes out of bounds. 15-14. In terms of giving up the lead, Regina Spike Squad bends, but they don't break here. Blitz Chaos, Michaela Yaholnitsky, just having a conversation with the referee, thinking maybe that ball that they sent over the net was in bounds. As Saley serves, Armstrong, Billicrelli, and sent over the net by Gassenzer. Saley setting up Lucci, and a diving play there by Billicrelli. And passed over the net where Levy is waiting. Saley, Klein, and Klein just losing herself for a moment there. 15-15, side out. Yaholnitsky will serve. Can the Yorktons Blitz Chaos take their first lead of this Div 4 14U women's final? Yaholnitsky serves to Sandomierski. Saley. And Klein's going to punch that over the net. Now Sundin gets to it first. Net play there. Yaholnitsky. Push to the back of the court. Levy is there. Sundin. And Sally punches that over the net where Pelly is waiting. Tipped over the net, Armstrong. Sundin. Lucci! And it's in the net. Off the block. And unable to gather that was Armstrong. 16-15. As Lucci will serve now. Regina Spike Squad just clinging tenaciously to that 1-point lead here. Yorkton still without a lead. And Klein just unable to operate there with the time and space that she's given. 16-16. Alexis Armstrong. Armstrong sends that over the net. Klein is waiting. Saley and Sandomierski I think that passed through, that passed through the wrong side of the antenna, and that's going to be a point for the Blitz Chaos as they take their first lead of this 14U Women's Division IV final. And can the Blitz Chaos keep this momentum going and force a third set race to 15? Sundin thinks otherwise. She pushes that to the back of the court. Too far off of anyone. Negatory, says the line judge. And it's a 2-point lead now for the Blitz Chaos. 18-16. Early stages of this one did not favor the Yorkton-based squad, but they managed to settle down and they deal an ace, Armstrong does, and they're up 3 now. Ooh, getting a show in this final. Momentum is a hot commodity, and right now the Blitz Chaos out of Yorkton have it. Sandomierski trying to change things. Sundin sends that over the net. Lucci, Saley, and Sandomierski. Free ball, Yaholnitsky. Gassenzer, and sent over the net by Minchuk. Sundin at the net, battling with Yorkton personnel. Good job of knowing where that ball was headed by Billicrelli there. Diving play by Pelly. We've seen a lot of that from her. And punched over the net by Billicrelli. Saley and Klein punches that to the back of the court. Armstrong is there, so is Yaholnitsky. Sundin pushes that to the back of the court. Armstrong is there. Yaholnitsky sends that over the net. Levy is there. Saley and Klein pushes that to the back of the court. Is that in bounds? Oh, it's off of personnel. And Regina, they needed to break up some momentum, and they did. As the Spike squad gets the side out. And an important point, they trail by 2. They won the first set. Yorkton Blitz Chaos have had the momentum through the last few minutes here. We'll see if they can get it back as Yaholnitsky pushes that to Klein. Sally chases that down, and Levy pushes that over the net. Good heads-up play, Araya Levy. She's been good in this final, and once again, she delivers for her team. She's got the big swings, but she's got the situational awareness to know when a tip might be good, too. 19-18 the score, favoring the black-clad Blitz Chaos in the far court as Klein sends that ball into play. Blitz Chaos. 3 hits and over by Billicrelli, and a good heads-up play by Billicrelli. Recognizing where the opposition personnel wasn't. And they win the race to 20 here in this final, 20-18 in this second set. Callie Minchuk. Set to serve, going through her pre-flight routine here. Minchuk delivering a couple of aces early on. Good serve from Minchuk. Sundin, Saley, Levy at the net. Oh, Levy's so dangerous. Great awareness. It's almost like she's seeing everything in slow motion out there, just able to make that snap decision, and it's usually the right one from 16 White. She gets the side out. And 19-20 in this battle in this 14U Women's Division IV final. Lily Sundin to serve. Played by Billicrelli. And Pelly pushes that to the back of the court. Sundin is there. Saley and Araya Levy. Passes that over the net. Armstrong. Sandomierski. Saley. Levy. Oh, off the block. Recovered by Billicrelli. Pushed to the back of the court. Klein is there. Saley's going to set up Levy. Nope. Sandomierski. Free ball. Yaholnitsky. And at the net, Levy is there with the block this time. Sometimes it's the tip. Sometimes it's the big swing. And sometimes it's the block. And we're all tied up at 20. Commandeering a little bit of momentum. Araya Levy and this squad from Regina. Pelly sends that over the net. Saley, Levy, big swing by Levy, and that gets through the block. And Regina gets that lead back. They've trailed for the past few minutes. Oh man, everything you could ask for in a final here, and Quinton Luce is going to use his timeout rather. And try and rally the troops here. 21-20. Regina with that first set win. And the Spike squad looking to wrap things up here. And Quinton Luce, who's platooned 2 different groups in that first and second set, having a chat with this squad that trails by 1. and was able to wrestle their first lead of this championship final a few points ago. Meanwhile, Leah Levy rallying her girls here and hoping that they can take care of business in short order here. Set for a big finish here in this second set. Who's got the momentum now? Lily Sundin. Set to get play going here. 21 serving 20. Referee calls in play. Oh, coach's point there for Quinton Luce. All tied up at 21. Blitz chaos. Side out on that serve. Gemma Gassenzer to serve now. Far court, 2 black. Gassenzer, Levy sends that over. Gassenzer. Pelly, free ball. Klein. Saley and Sandomierski pushes that to the back of the court. Waiting for that's Minchuk. Now Sundin. Saley, Levy with the swing. Armstrong recovers. Levy again, and Armstrong recovers. Sandomierski and Armstrong just getting pelted there. And Regina Spike Squad able to get the point. 22-21. Isla Sandomierski. Her team 3 away. Sandomierski, oh. Off the side of the hand. Side out. And look who's heading to the serve area now. Jersey Billicrelli. Earlier on this set, she went on that big run. 3 aces in a row, helping her team get back into this one and really build some momentum and really give them life here. Sundin fundamentally soundly plays that to Sally. And Levy just running out of time and space to operate. And point Blitz chaos, 23-22. Something about Jersey Billicrelli serving that brings good things to Yorkton. 23-22. Levy, Sally, Lucci off the block. And, yep, pinballing through the court and unable to corral that is the Blitz chaos, 23-23. As these teams trade points in this 14U Division II final, you have to wonder if 25 is going to be enough here. Araya Levy's been great. You'll see play start from the bottom of your screen. Levy over the net, free ball, and that's inbounds. A little bit of lady luck on the side of the Blitz chaos there, 24-23. And suddenly we find ourselves in a set point situation with Kirsten Pelly heading to the service area. Is a third set race to 15 imminent? Oh, not just yet. 24-24. And yes, 25 will not be enough here in this second set. Amaya Saley heading to serve now. Saley pushes that back to the court. Pelly. Gassenzer. Tipped over by Yaholnitsky. 25-24. Blitz chaos. And set point again. All hands on deck on that Blitz chaos bench. Trying to will their team to that third set race to 15. Yaholnitsky to Sandomierski. Saley and Sundin. Good heads-up play there by Lily Sundin. At the net, and she saw some vacancy in the corner. Push that to the back of the court, 25-25. Olivia Lucci. Gets play going. Pelly. Chasing that down is Gassenzer. And Billicrelli, where Levy is waiting. Saley. Sandomierski. And a good heads-up play by Sandomierski, Isla Sandomierski, on that left side. She's been dangerous in that spot at times. And now, if the Regina Spike Squad can get the next point, Div 4 gold. Yorkton has some other plans. Nope, there it is. Service ace. A somewhat convincing first set win for the Regina Spike squad, and in set number 2, they get all they can handle and more from the Yorkton Blitz chaos. However, locking things down in the end there was the Regina Spike squad, and an unlikely Cinderella story seated 14th in Division 4 play marches to a gold medal. They defeated the Swift Current Sundogs Selects in 3. They defeated Regina QCVC Black in the semifinals, and they are golden. A great effort in the second set and in the first set as well from the Blitz chaos out of Yorkton. But the Regina Spike squad will celebrate Easter weekend with that Div 4 gold medal. Congratulations to Leah Levy and the crew. Thank you very much for joining us for this Div 4 14U Women's Gold Medal Final. We hope you have a great Easter weekend. Good day from the Viterra International Trade Center in Regina.